Welcome to Anonymous Tarot, a journey into the mysteries of the tarot. I'm Kleo, your guide through the symbolic realms. Today, we're diving into the Six of Swords.
The Six of Swords, a card of transition, of crossing over from one phase of life to another. It's a moment of letting go, of releasing the burdens of the past.
This card often represents the need to release our emotional burdens, to let go of attachments that no longer serve us. It's a call to trust in the journey, to have faith that we're being guided to where we need to be.
I'm reminded of the ancient Greek myth of Odysseus, who had to navigate his way home after the Trojan War. The Six of Swords speaks to that sense of journeying, of moving forward despite the challenges and obstacles that lie ahead.
As we interpret this card, we must also consider the role of the subconscious. The Six of Swords suggests that our unconscious mind is guiding us, that we're being nudged towards a new understanding of ourselves and our place in the world.
It's also interesting to note that this card can represent a sense of separation, of creating space between ourselves and the things that no longer serve us. It's a call to establish boundaries to protect our emotional well-being.
In ancient mythologies, the Six of Swords often symbolizes a journey of healing and transformation, reminiscent of the Greek myth of Asclepius, the god of medicine and healing. According to legend, Asclepius's journey was marked by a series of trials and challenges that ultimately led to his transformation into a powerful healer.
I'm fascinated by the idea of this card representing a journey, not just a destination. It suggests that we are not just moving from one place to another, but that we are being transformed by the experience. It's a very poetic notion.
In many indigenous cultures, the Six of Swords is associated with the Great Medicine Wheel, a symbol of the interconnectedness of all things. This card reminds us that our healing is deeply tied to the land, our community, and our own inner balance.
I think this association with the Great Medicine Wheel speaks to the idea that our healing is not just about individual transformation, but also about our connection to the world around us. It's a reminder that we are not isolated, but part of a larger web of life.
In many shamanic traditions, the Six of Swords is seen as a representation of the soul's journey to the underworld, where the deceased are met by their guides and teachers. This card suggests that we're being guided on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth.
That's a powerful idea. It suggests that we are not just navigating our own inner worlds, but that we are being guided by forces beyond our own understanding. It's a reminder to trust in the unknown and have faith in our own journey.
The Six of Swords represents a moment of transition, where we're leaving the old behind and stepping into the unknown. In dreams, this card can indicate a sense of disorientation, like being on a boat in the middle of a storm, but it's also a call to trust in the process of becoming lost.
I like how you put that, Cleo. In dreams, I've found that the Six of Swords can also represent a desire for escape, a need to break free from the constraints of our waking lives. But what if that escape is actually a doorway to something new?
That's a beautiful interpretation, Billie. In many ancient mythologies, the boat represents the self, and the journey across the sea symbolizes the passage from one stage of life to another. The Six of Swords can suggest that we're being called to navigate our own inner sea.
I love how you tied that back to the self, Cleo. In dreams, I've noticed that the Six of Swords can also represent a sense of disconnection from our physical bodies. Like, we might be floating on this boat, but our feet are still rooted in the earth.
That's a fascinating observation, Billie. The connection between the physical and spiritual bodies is a powerful one. The Six of Swords can remind us that our journey is not just about the mind, but about the entire being.
Exactly, and I think that's what makes this card so rich in symbolism. It's not just about the destination, but about the journey itself. The Six of Swords can be a reminder to stay present, to trust in the process, and to allow ourselves to be guided by the currents of our subconscious.
The Six of Swords invites us to consider the human experience of transition and journey. We're not just moving from one place to another, we're also leaving one aspect of ourselves behind, like a shadow or a persona, in order to arrive at a new state of being.
I love how this card highlights the idea that our journeys are not just about physical movement, but also about inner transformation. We are not just crossing a physical threshold, we are also crossing into a new dimension of ourselves.
In many ancient cultures, the journey across the six swords was seen as a rite of passage, an initiation into adulthood or spiritual growth. It's a powerful metaphor for the challenges we face in our own lives and the ways in which we must navigate our own inner landscapes.
I think this card also speaks to the idea of exile, of being forced to leave behind the familiar in order to find ourselves. It's a difficult and often painful process, but ultimately one that leads to growth and transformation.
The symbolism of the six swords also echoes the myth of the hero's journey, where the hero must leave behind the old to embark on a new quest. This card reminds us that our own journeys are not just about reaching a destination, but about the process of becoming who we are meant to be.
I think that's what makes this card so appealing. It's not just about the physical act of moving from one place to another, but about the deeper, more profound changes that we must undergo in order to truly move forward.
The Six of Swords is a card of transition, of leaving the past behind and embarking on a new journey. But what happens when we think we've finally arrived at our destination?
That's where the flip happens, I think. We reach the shores of our destination, but in doing so, we are actually stepping into the unknown waters of a new reality.
In ancient mythologies, the six swords refer to the six instruments of war. To leave the past behind, we must first put aside our old tools, our old ways of thinking.
But what about the part of us that's resistant to change? The part of us that's holding on to the familiar, even if it's no longer serving us?
Ah, yes, the part of us that's afraid to let go. But the Six of Swords is also a card of liberation, of freedom. We're not just leaving the past behind, we're also breaking free from our own limitations.
That's the flip, I think. We're not just crossing a bridge, we are stepping into a new dimension. And in that new dimension, we have the chance to redefine ourselves, to become someone new.
The Six of Swords suggests that we're being called to a place of refuge, a safe space to rest and recharge. It's the carry, the act of taking on the burdens of others and finding solace in the process.
I see it as a moment of surrender, where we let go of our own weight and allow others to carry us. It's not about being carried by external forces, but about being supported by our own inner strength.
In many ancient cultures, the carrying of others was a sacred act, one that required great emotional and physical endurance. It's a reminder that our own well-being is tied to the well-being of those around us.
This card can also indicate a need to rebalance our own load, to redistribute the weight of our own emotions and responsibilities. It's an invitation to look inward and find the strength to carry ourselves.
I think it's also worth noting that the carry is not just about physical support, but also emotional and spiritual. It's a reminder that our journey is not just about our own individual growth, but about the collective journey of humanity.
The Six of Swords feels like a moment of pause, a chance to catch our breath and reassess our path. It's a reminder that even in the midst of chaos, we have the power to create our own refuge, our own sanctuary.
The cards have spoken.
We'll see you at the next draw.